Thank you for tuning in, everyone. BakuBread96 here with this week's final Bakugan BattlePlanet unboxing, joined by the channel mascot, Lightning Voltex. Everyone, leave a thumbs up for the channel mascot. Such an awesome Bakugan. Elemental Finnica is amazing. But for today, I am going to be unboxing the Aquos Core Vicerox. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the Aquos Ultra, so the Core was the next best thing. Not like I have a lot to choose from when I go on my Bakugans. I really try to pick up as much as possible that I haven't reviewed already. So yeah, this is the Core Vicerox from BattlePlanet. It does include what appears to be a regular shield and a Flaming Fist Baku Core there. Other Bakugan in the wave were Ventus Cindius, which, Ventus Knight, where are you? Darkest Phaedrus and Arliss Trino, and then everyone's favorite, Chaos Cubbo, which by now, I think everyone's about cubboed out, but I could be wrong. And that's it for the packaging. It's time to get right into it and take a look at Vicerox itself. So this reminds me a lot, well, if I can get into the packaging, there we go. So much for not having nails, right? But Vicerox is, I guess, homage to the Legacy series Terror Claw, because I draw a lot of similarities. You know, they're both crab-like Bakugan. They do, I guess, share the same faction, base faction. Terror Claw was Aquos, Vicerox is Aquos. Kind of makes sense. There we go. So I always like to see the reboot Bakugan when they kind of pay homage to Legacy Bakugan, because I think that is just something that is very cool and unique. So here is Aquos Vicerox. The core has a very simple design. Of course, you do have the head and face, and then the top pincers and claws. Legs at the bottom that do kind of fold out, so you get a wide spread. Other than that, it is a very basic figure, but really cool. Simple design, simple paint job. There's the B power right there on the inside, 200. So kind of a weaker BattlePlanet Bakugan too. The Baku Core included a plus 300 B power regular shield and a plus 5 damage flaming or red fist. So pretty good. One thing that does stink, I just, putting the character cards in these little plastic sleeves, I guess. It's just so hard to get the tape off, and if you're not very careful, you really do bend that character card all to heck. So here is the stat line for Vicerox. So the core lineup, B power of 200, obviously, but 7 damage. So here lately, I don't know why, but I've been finding a ton of Aquos Bakugan with really high damage. So here, even for an older Bakugan, here's another one. Geez. I guess they wanted Aquos to be paired with Pyrus for definite with damage wins strategies. Or at least that's how it seems when all these Aquos Bakugan have like 5 or more damage. But the artwork is really cool. Obviously, Vicerox is the crab. Does have the large claw, the smaller one. Not a whole lot going on in the background. It looks like there might be a little pier and a beach scene. Other than that, very basic. Vicerox looking really cool. Was released in Bakugan Resurgence. So this is the second set from the first year, because it was Battle Brawlers and then it was Resurgence. So very interesting. Other than that, there's not too much there, These core Bakugan for BattlePlanet are never really long reviews. I just don't have a whole lot to say about them, not too much to draw out. Now, sadly, I don't have an Evo card for Vicerox that I could talk about like I did with the Fangzor. So much like the Scorpios, unfortunately, this will be a shorter video, and I hope you all don't mind, but I can only draw out my reviews so much. So to close this really epic Bakugan, you want to fold in all of those legs, kind of hold them in place, which works perfectly if you got chubby thumbs like me. One thumb kind of takes up half the Bakugan. Close the 2 pincers down, and then you just simply close the Bakugan onto itself. And that is Aquos Vicerox. So on the outside of the sphere, it has a lot of detail as far as paintwork. You get a ton of the pattern all over. So it is really cool. Even saving this orange here for the top of one side of the claw, I find that really, really cool. Just kind of represents Vicerox, what it's supposed to be, a lot more. And with me, it just clicks, honestly. I just really like the orange right there, and nowhere else on the Bakugan. It just works right. Like, in my opinion, it just works right. So yeah, the really simple design for Vicerox. Now the Ultra does have a really cool design, and if I ever find another one, I will definitely unbox and review it. But for now, I will go ahead and do a few roll tests. If it wasn't for this little grip mat here, I would say Vicerox would probably be good at the spin shot. So I will go ahead and test that out. Kind of tilt down the camera here. I will take the time to set up a little matrix. It's a shame that the Battleplanet Bakugan didn't come with gate cards, otherwise I'd throw one of those on. But it's all good. First off, I will roll Vicerox the standard good old Jet Kuso way. And a perfect stand! Ha! That never happens. Everyone, give me a round of applause. I deserve that. I can't ever stand a Bakugan. But there was Vicerox, a really good stand as you could all see. Now the double core test. I don't know, what do you all think? Does that count? I'm going to call that a count. Because it picked up 2 cores. That definitely counts. So, I mean, that's potential right there. You know, even with a B power of 200, if Vicerox double cores 2 blue shield at 650, that's 1500 B power, which is standard for Evolution's Bakugan, like Bakugan we are getting released now. So, that's why you should never sleep on older Bakugan, because if they double core, Nanogon, Evo cards, there are like a ton of factors, really, that decide whether a Bakugan is good or not. And just, you know, seeing this Vicerox double core, giving you all that scenario, that really paints a perfect picture, and that explains why, like, older Bakugan are just as good as new Bakugan. But that does it for my review of Aquos Vicerox. I hope you all enjoyed this week's Battle Planet theme. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing next week. Maybe more deck profiles, maybe collection reviews, who knows. But all I know is that you definitely need to stay tuned. Definitely make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because it is all about epic Bakugan content. Until next time, brawlers, stay safe, drum up, and Bakugan brawl.